Good morning and happy Wednesday. Can you guys believe it's already Wednesday? Good to see you all. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. It's live and recorded. If you guys have any questions after the fact or during, please leave it in the chat. All right, let's see who's here real quick. Sorry, just getting situated. Let me see. Integra Guy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Zapirate Points, good morning. Good to see you. Condibits, my man. We have Patrick Murphy, Yeti in the house. Leo Lustig, good to see you, buddy. Overboard Tech. Chadwick's Racing. Who else? Let's see. Patrick Murphy. Did I already say that? Steven Cicero. Good to see you, buddy. Alexander. Good to see you as well. Everybody else. Dan R. Everybody that I missed. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. All right. So it's been 2 days. I haven't checked any crypto stuff at all. So we're going to be catching up for myself and you guys. I only caught a glimpse of the video I'm going to watch this morning. So I'm going to skip through any shills. I saw there was like one midway, but either way, we're gonna watch some altcoin daily videos, check out the normal stuff we usually do, and then if you guys have any suggestions, we can talk about whatever during. So let's see what the market's looking like today. Quick fly over here. Start BTC 30,377. Look at that, not too shabby. It's down 2.08%, and it's red, but it's still over 30. So as long as it's holding over 30,000, I think we're in really good shape. Ethereum's 1900, down 2.54%, and still holding real strong. LTC, I noticed this was pumping the last couple weeks. I'm sure you guys have too. $102 right now, and it was upwards of 110 if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Lazarus, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you guys had a good 4th of July. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves, watched some fireworks, all those kinds of things. All right, let's see. So top performer on the week. Maker, is this one? MKR Maker. I feel like I've heard of this before, but I don't know what this one is. I cannot remember what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Comp, what's comp? Actually, I don't know what this is. Compound. Anybody into this stuff? Top 90. Interesting. Maker's in 43. Huh, I have to check this stuff out. What, dude? FTT, I can't stand when this shit's on the top. Bothers me. It's the only thing that's up today. Look at this. It's the only thing that's up. That's unreal, except for like a couple small S coins. Weird. All right, I'm not gonna blind you guys. Let's go to the fear and greed index. Let's see. 61. Greed, still pretty neutral to me, to be honest. Top 10 coins by coin market cap over on CoinGecko. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP, Lido Staked, Ether, Cardano, Dogecoin, and Litecoin. 9 and 10. That's awesome, actually. I'm shocked, or I'm happy at least, that Litecoin is still in the top 10, and it's only by a smidge. Look at this. It's only by like 900,000. Interesting. It's getting close. It's gonna be a fight between Solana and Litecoin to keep top 10. Crazy. All right, so this is where we're gonna start today. This is CoinBase just released the crypto bulls. Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask while we're watching this stuff. I am interested to see what is going on in the space, so if there's any videos we should cover, please feel free to shoot it out and we will go from there. Guys, links to this is in the description. Please go feel free to shoot them a like and subscribe to Altcoin Daily. Let's hear what they have to say. Without further ado, let's do it.
The SEC has long said that one of its concerns about approving a Bitcoin ETF, a spot Bitcoin ETF specifically, is the lack of surveillance sharing agreements with regulated markets of significant size. We've seen that over and over again in various ETF application rejections.
Big news involving BlackRock, CoinBase, and NASDAQ. NASDAQ has refiled for BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF, naming Coinbase specifically as a surveillance partner. This is the most recent information we have.
What do you guys think about that, actually? Them naming Coinbase as a surveillance sharing or a surveillance partner with a sharing agreement. So I'm assuming Coinbase will overlook everything that BlackRock does with Bitcoin, which is kind of cool. I mean, that would probably push it towards, I guess, being accepted, right?
NASDAQ refiled a 19B-4 form for the iShares Bitcoin Trust, a spot Bitcoin ETF with BlackRock at the helm. The move followed similar filings last week from the CBOE exchange, but NASDAQ specifically said it reached an agreement with the crypto exchange Coinbase to enter into a surveillance sharing agreement with the expectation that a definitive agreement will be done ahead of trading according to the filing. The filing reads, the spot BTC SSA is expected to be a bilateral surveillance sharing agreement between NASDAQ and Coinbase that is intended to supplement the exchange's market surveillance program. The move comes after the Wall Street Journal reported last week that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission told both NASDAQ and the CBOE that recent filings from BlackRock, from Fidelity, and others for spot Bitcoin ETF funds were not clear and comprehensive. CBOE then quickly updated its filings for the separate spot Bitcoin ETF proposal, including one proposed by Fidelity. The exchange included language that it expects to enter into a surveillance sharing agreement with CoinBase.
Mr. Gensler must be pissed about that.
Obviously, the SEC has sued Coinbase, but importantly, it's not over Bitcoin. So the question now is, will the SEC agree that Coinbase maintains a significantly sized market for Bitcoin that will, allow it to spot any kind of potential market manipulation or fraud or any kind of, malicious activity that might impact the Bitcoin ETF's prices?
Coinbase being specifically named and listed as BlackRock's surveillance partner is big. This has a high likelihood of being approved.
BlackRock's got a 575-1 record in terms of these ETF applications. And so whenever you see something like that, it is BlackRock, etc. They probably have a very high degree of confidence that this is going to get approved. Now, does that mean it's going to get approved next week or in a year? I'm not sure. But I think that most people have confidence that a Bitcoin spot ETF will be approved at some point. And the real question is, once that happens, how big will it get, right? We saw the futures ETF had about $1 billion of inflow in the first week. And so if a spot ETF gets approved, will we see $1 billion in a single day? It seems pretty crazy to me that we've gotten this far, $600 billion in the Bitcoin asset without a spot ETF in the United States. And so when it happens, I do think that a lot of people will pour capital into it. And there's just too many people who want exposure to this product for us to never get it.
Make sure you make an account.
Very true. All right, this is where he shills it. I'm going to jump past this shit real quick.
BitGet Exchange. Like we said, the SEC is going after Coinbase for securities laws and for listing certain tokens and staking products.
This guy. I so wish that AI bullshit was real when he resigned, but of course we know it wasn't.
Tokens and staking products. They're not going after Coinbase for them listing Bitcoin. So BlackRock and Coinbase has a high likelihood of getting approved. But what about this? What about the SEC and Coinbase lawsuit? Well, let me update you. Coinbase argues abuse of process, seeks to dismiss SEC case. Coinbase is arguing that the SEC's application of securities laws to these digital tokens diverges significantly from established legal precedents. In a bold move against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Coinbase has filed a motion to dismiss its SEC lawsuit.
That's awesome.
Coinbase says this: rather than test its new view through notice and comment rulemaking, the SEC has chosen to roll out its ever-aggressive agenda through punitive, retroactive enforcement actions. Agency enforcement authority is important, but not boundless. The SEC's action here is beyond those bounds and unlawful. The move marks Coinbase's firm stance against the SEC's lawsuit, arguing that even if all allegations in the lawsuit are true, the SEC does not have legal claim. Coinbase's legal team stated that the lawsuit violates Coinbase's due process rights and constitutes an extraordinary abuse of power by the SEC. Quote, for years, Coinbase has begged the SEC for guidance about how it thinks the federal securities laws map onto the digital asset industry, as the SEC's actions reflect an escalating but undisclosed change in its own view of its authority. The SEC lawsuit accuses Coinbase of facilitating unregistered trading in 12 digital tokens, which the SEC has classified as securities. Coinbase disputes this claim, arguing that the SEC's application of securities law to these digital tokens deviates significantly from existing legal norms.
For Coinbase, and I think for the entire industry, however a court ultimately resolves these issues across a range of products and tokens, we will finally have clarity, and we will be able to order our business accordingly and appropriately. And so while we are very confident we have the better view of how to define an investment contract, and that all of the allegations in the SEC's complaint are incorrect or a misread of the securities laws, one way or the other, we're going to get clarity. And for Coinbase and for the industry, that's a win in and of itself.
Bitcoin is up 85% to start the year. It's the best performing asset in kind of the first half of the year. And I think that what we're watching is Wall Street saying we want access to this thing, and they're knocking on the door now. And so the SEC is going to have to make some decisions as to which applications they want to approve and how they're going to allow them to go ahead and get exposure.
Things are happening behind the scenes. We show you stuff like this on a daily basis. Make sure you're subscribed. Coinbase's Ethereum L2 network Base prepping for mainnet launch. Experts have conducted an external security audit and could not find any significant flaws in the network built by Coinbase and Optimism.
Oh, wow.
More than that, Bitcoin is getting stronger. More and more people are realizing this.
Bitcoin is anti-fragile, right? And the reason why that's important is if you look at the start of the year, NASDAQ's up about 32%. It's the fastest start in the first 6 months of a year since about 1983. Bitcoin is up almost triple that. And so to talk about the performance of this asset to be up, 85%, and it almost seems like no one's paying attention. Yes, it is down still, but I think that what we have to realize is that the underlying fundamentals of Bitcoin continue to strengthen as well. We see hash rate hitting all-time highs. We see adoption hitting all-time highs. We continue to see all of these different data points that we know feed into the price leading into the halving that's going to occur next year. And so again, we've talked about it on this program for years now that Bitcoin as an asset, it's not controlled by anyone. There are millions and millions of people around the world that continue to adopt it. The public narrative sometimes is bullish, sometimes it's bearish. There's greed and there's fear. But ultimately, Bitcoin continues to do exactly what it's designed to do. It produces block after block after block of transactions. Anyone in the world with an internet connection can go ahead and use it. And therefore, we're watching around the world, people are realizing the value of that, and they're putting all sorts of capital into the network, and we're watching the performance kind of follow.
Hey, if you'll be in Portugal.
Crazy. All right. Shout out to Altcoin Daily for that video. I'm going to jump into the next one. I want to see what he has to say here, and then we can talk about whatever. If you guys have any suggestions about things you want to see or talk about, please feel free to throw it in the chat. Again, I'm trying to catch up from being gone yesterday, so let's continue.
Billionaire investor Tim Draper is predicting a Bitcoin price of $250,000 within the next 2 years.
What? Within the next 2 years? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that'll happen? 250K within the next 2 years by 2025? Let's see.
This is his reasoning.
I'll tell you the reasoning I have. Every industry goes through this sort of thing where you kind of go, it goes up to a point and then it drops back down. It's kind of a hype point because everybody's saying, oh my God, this is going to be so great. And everybody's excited about it, but it's not ready yet. It's not ready for prime time yet. And so then it drops back down while all those engineers are working and building and making it so that it fulfills its dream.
Real quick, nothing against this guy, but he's got some wonky eyebrows. Oh, that's great.
That was at the top of the hype curve there. And then it goes way beyond what anybody ever imagined. And so I think the 250,000 might be conservative, but I felt that it would get to a point after all the engineers had figured out that they could, once they had figured out how to put it together, like take the blockchain, turn it into a balance sheet and an income statement, be able to tax with it, have the ability to accept it as retailers, and have the transactions happen as quickly as they do with the Visa network, that it would be that this only represents like 5% of all the market for currency. And I thought, well, yeah, it can definitely hit that. And then I actually think from there, it goes up steadily because it's going to be needed. More and more people are going to be using it, and they'll use it not just for a store of value, not just for remittance, not just for micropayments, but as a currency. And so it's going to have that value. It'll just keep going.
I'm reading some of your comments. I'm responding to some of your comments, and I can see what many of you are saying. You're right. Tim Draper has bet on Bitcoin before. The first time, all the way back in 2013, Tim Draper bet that Bitcoin would hit a price of $10,000 within the next 3 years. A $10,000 Bitcoin price in 2013 was seen as ludicrous at the time.
2013, Bitcoin was about 200, and I made that prediction that it would hit 10,000 by 2017. And then, weirdly, about 3 years to the day, it hit 10,000. And it went beyond that, came back down, to about 4,000.
I know. I'm reading some of your comments. You're right. And then in 2018, Tim Draper predicted Bitcoin would hit $250,000 by 2022. As you know, that didn't happen.
Wah, wah.
Tim Draper has taken accountability for what
Holy shit. Them things are on fire, bro.
turned out to be a wrong prediction for 250K by 2022. Tim Draper has adjusted his time frame for his 250K Bitcoin price forecast. According to his most recent tweet on Friday, Tim Draper now believes it could take until the end of June 2025 for Bitcoin to reach a price point of $250,000 per one coin. Well, what was the reason you were wrong, Tim? What was the reason Bitcoin did not reach the level in the timing you thought it would take? Well, Draper recently criticized, or rather raised concerns regarding crypto regulation in America.
I mean, let's be real, right? So real quick, just before he continues to read what he says, like Bitcoin hitting 250K, I don't think is out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't either, but I mean, there has been, in his defense, there has been a lot of shit that's been going on in the space. I mean, with the SEC regulation, all this stuff. So delays are to be expected, right? That would be at least my opinion. So I don't know.
Criticized the enforcement approach taken by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, suppressing prices. Regulation by enforcement is killing our economy, he says. It's killing China too. I think we've got a real problem because the SEC has been spreading fear and all of the innovators are leaving the country. This regulation by enforcement makes no sense.
It's because they're trying to collect. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. And someone in the chat said, oh, NerdBeast said, guess if you predict 250K every cycle, you will eventually be right. Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess a broken clock's right two times a day, right? Isn't that the saying?
So a $250,000...
Dude, I can't get over his freaking eyebrows. He looks like something from the Muppets, like they stored it wrong. And it just flared them up. It's crazy.
Price per Bitcoin by 2025.
Oh my God.
Do you think this is reasonable? Do you think this will happen? Tim Draper is sure of this. This is Tim Draper explaining the exact moment when a light bulb went off in his head. Bitcoin will hit $250,000 per coin because of this. By the way, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Daily videos just like this.
Oh wait, what is that one? What is this one with Hillary Clinton? What's happening here? And Bill Gates?
You informed on the entire cryptocurrency market. If you're interested in making money in cryptocurrency, subscribe to our channel. He says that. Daily
making money in
crypto. A real light bulb went off when Sebastian Serrano went through Boost, and Boost is an accelerator my son created, and he went through Boost, and he said, "Yeah, I've lived in Argentina all my life, and my parents' fortune has been built and then disappeared 3 times in my life, and I'm only 30 years old." And he said, currency manipulation is almost worse than, one of these African governments that comes in and says your money, I'm taking your business from you with guns. So anyway, he said, Bitcoin is our savior. There are only 21 million of them. They can't inflate out of it.
Yeah,
they can't print money and destroy my value. I can build a business that has great value, and no one can take that away because it's global and it's frictionless and can move from one country to another.
But Bitcoin is so volatile, Tim Draper. That
oh my God! Look at this! Look at this! This is brutal.
Can't happen. Bitcoin is too volatile.
We need that as an emoji. Do we need that as an emoji on the channel? We need that. I'm gonna clip this real quick. Hold on, guys. Sorry, bear with me. We gotta just snapshot that. All right, let's continue.
People say, "Oh, it's very volatile," and I say, "What are you talking about? 1 Bitcoin is worth 1 Bitcoin. It's all these other currencies that are very volatile as they slowly disappear from use."
I think this will happen eventually. By 2025, likely. But at some point, this will happen. The question is, so once Bitcoin hits $250,000 per coin, Tim Draper, are you going to sell?
And then they say, well, so are you going to sell your Bitcoin? And I say, into what? What am I going to do? Take the currency of the future and trade it for the currency of the past? What? It's like taking dollars and converting them to Confederate dollars, or taking euros, converting them to French francs or drachma. I mean, you don't want those.
I remember drachma.
Those currencies are no good.
No good, yeah.
And
I remember.
So I'm very excited about the future. I think we're going to have a currency that is global and no longer tribal. You know, all our currencies were tribal. We used to all be tribal until the internet came along. The borders really meant something important, like you don't cross this border or else we're going to have a war.
Right.
But now we want to cross the borders because we want to trade. And that all came with the internet. And now with Bitcoin, we have something to trade with that's trusted on both sides of that border.
And then what will the future look like if Tim Draper is right? What will the future look like when Bitcoin hits 250,000 per coin? What is Tim Draper's big dream?
You know, my big hope is that I am going to be able to raise a fund in Bitcoin, raise a fund. They pay me in fiat, turn it all into Bitcoin, then invest in Bitcoin into all these startups, and then have all the startups pay their employees and suppliers in Bitcoin, and have the whole thing on a smart contract, so that we keep perfect records, not just between me and my investors, but also between me and my entrepreneurs, and so that the entrepreneur can easily show, look, here's how we've spent the money. And so I can keep an eye on how people are spending their money. And I can say, well, what about this? And he said, oh yeah, that was a mistake we made back when. How about this? And he says, oh, I didn't really see that. And we've got to figure out how to tighten that up or do something with it. That kind of thing is very difficult to do with fiat and banks. And
real quick, like the whole, what you just said, like with people paying all their employees in Bitcoin and, business startups with Bitcoin, having a smart contract. The only thing that like kind of throws me off about that, like I obviously that would be amazing, right? We want Bitcoin to get to that point, but how would you value a company, like its net worth? Like how would that work? Do you know what I mean? Because Bitcoin's so volatile, how would you be able to, I guess, start the company with, say like you had $100,000 and you started it last year, and you have $100,000 you started it this year. The prices of Bitcoin are so, you know what I mean? How do you level that out? That would be something that would like be real interesting to see how that would work, to be honest.
Entrepreneurs, but if it's the whole cash flow is all done in Bitcoin, it can be automatic, and you won't need the accountant, the auditor, the bookkeeper. You don't even need the lawyer for the whole thing, because it would all be built in a smart contract.
You guys kind of understand what I'm saying though? Like, how would you even that out? Just because like the net value, say it could be like the same company. It could literally be, two of the same exact company. Say like, take like a froyo place, right? Like a just frozen yogurt shit, right? Say they started this company with $10,000 in Bitcoin a couple of years ago, and this one, it took $100,000 to make the same equal amount of Bitcoin into the business over here, like years later. How do you gauge that? Like, how does that, I don't know. That's so weird to me. It doesn't really make, I mean, it makes sense to a point, but like, I don't know. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like, would you have to hold the same amount of Bitcoin to be worth? I don't know. That's kind of confusing when it comes to that, actually.
So that's the vision I have.
Hey, if you'll be in Portugal.
Not going to be in Portugal. All right. Anyway, shout out to Altcoin Daily. Thanks for the video. Let me see. What was that other one I didn't see? I don't remember seeing that. Oh, you must have showed an old video. Hillary Clinton. Yeah, that wasn't around here, was it? When the hell did he record that video? Oh, he must have went to a playlist or something. All right. Anyway, so we watched pretty much all these. Let's see. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about today? Any news that I may have missed? I'm going to go to Cointelegraph and see what is new. Zoom out quick. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. Crypto hacks and exploits snatch over $300 million in Q2 2023. Oh, geez, 45 minutes ago. Let's see. That's crazy. While total year, look at this. Total year-over-year losses to hackers dropped 58%. BNB chain saw 119 security incidents, leading to losses around 70 million, followed by Ethereum with 55 incidents, netting hackers over 65 million. Interesting. Let's see. More than 300 million in digital assets were lost to crypto. Let me see. to crypto hacks and exploits in the second quarter of 2023, according to on-chain data compiled in the quarterly report by the blockchain security company Certic. Did you say that? In the report, Certic showed that there were a total of 212 security incidents in the quarter. The firm noted that across the incidents, malicious actors drained a total of 313 million from the Web3 protocols, compared to the second quarter of 2022, when hacks and exploits took 745 million. The security firm pointed out there was a 58% decline in the amount lost. It's regardless, I don't give a shit if it's 58% decline. It is still unacceptable to be able to get hacked like that. Despite the lower total amount recorded compared to 2022, the quarter saw an increase in the value lost to exit scams, which amounted to around 70 million in the second quarter of 2023. This is almost double the losses of the similar scams in the first quarter, which is around 31 million. Meanwhile, losses from flash loans and Oracle manipulation exploits saw a drastic decrease in the second quarter compared to the first quarter of 2023. In the first quarter, there were a total of 52 Oracle manipulation attacks, leading to losses around 222 million, with an infamous Euler finance hack contributing 85% of the losses. Interesting. I'm not going to continue to read all this, but that's crazy, huh? Hacks are just insane. Speaking of hacks, we're going to have to do a new, not a new, what's it called? 2 more coins this week. The crypto audits myself and Mr. Yeti do. It's more Yeti. I just kind of show it live. So I think we're going to be doing that later today, hopefully. Just depends on the kids. But Mr. Yeti, I don't know what coins we're doing, but if you have 2 coins lined up, please keep me posted. Let me see. All right. He needs to see chump change. Girl, get those things cleaned up. Yeah, listen, I don't have to shit. if my eyebrows are like that guy, is that what you're talking about? You still talking about the eyebrows? Listen, he's got some gnarly eyebrows. Listen, I thought I had some thick puppies over here, but that guy's got them. He's got them thick and wild. So those issues, right? No doing my eyebrows though. I don't need none of that shit. Not yet, man. I can't even imagine. That'd be terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have here on the day. It's all 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago, 6 hours ago. Just trying to see if there's anything like legit. Majestic AF. It's so stupid. Caspa. All right, we're digging into Caspa later today. Nice. Let's see. Let's go to Yeti's little site thing. It's yeti.uk. Let's see. All right, so this is going to be what we're doing today. We're going to be auditing Caspa. Nice. Look at Ironfish. We did Ironfish, right? Yeah. Nice. All right, so are we just diving into Caspa, or do we have a second one, Mr. Yeti? Let's see. I want to see. Did you scan all new wallets too? I assume you did. There were some new ones out. I know that. Radiant passed. This is what we do every Wednesday. We try to do deep dive Wednesdays depending on my life situation. But Caspa is a big one, and I'm actually excited to look into that, to be honest. Yeah, it's rather large audit. Okay, awesome. Sounds good. So yeah, we'll just go over Caspa today. That's fine. I mean, Caspa's actually, you know what? That's a good thing. Let's look at buying the ASIC. I want to check out these the profitability now. See how this got affected on these KS3s. So as of right now, the profit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So this was over $1 million, right? Per year made in profit at 10 cents a kilowatt hour last week. And it was at 2,900. It is now at 24.22, which is significantly lower, about $500 lower. Interesting. So the KS, this hasn't even come out yet, or well, hasn't shipped yet, right? First batch K heavy hash miners are shipped. Interesting. Mr. Jamal Horn, thank you so much.
Would you recommend an S19 XP or an L7 with 0.09 electric rate? I'm new to ASIC mining and have a total of 60 amps to spend, so I wanna spend it wisely.
Would you recommend an S19 XP or an L7? Let's check, right? So this actually, you know what? This is a good, that was like perfect timing. This right here is a perfect site for you to come check things out, right? So it depends what L7 you want to get. So realistically, I have this one right here, the 9050. Let me see. Can you see this? So I have the 9050, right? And this thing actually gets 9.2 to 9.3 gigahashes. So it really depends on if you get lucky or not, if you'll be able to hit, like if you have better silicon in your unit. But regardless, say you wanted to buy, I don't know, doesn't matter. We'll just go to the 9050 because that's what I have. Go at 9 cents. You're making 11 bucks a day over here, right? It depends what you can get it at too, right? I mean, still 11 bucks a day, but whatever you can get it at. And it obviously varies with the market. Looking at Litecoin, it's at 102.50, right? This thing was at like 110. The Litecoin halving is also coming up. So the difficulty is going to be harder. Your yield's going to be less on these machines. So it's going to be interesting where this goes. Like Litecoin would have to appreciate a decent amount to be able to even that out. I guess that would be my thing. But you're mostly mining Dogecoin, to be honest, on the L7s. It's most of your profits are in Doge. So depends what you think, you know, if you think it's going to go up or down. I think I don't see why Doge won't hit 50 cents to $1 in the next bull run, to be honest. Easy. I mean, it's already seen 70 something, right? So doesn't matter. Let's see the XP. I don't know what the XP gets. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's look at the wattage real quick. Wattage on this unit. So 3260. Let me show it on my notepad. So I want to see now. All right. So 3260 wattage. I'm just popping this in here just so I have it for notes. So 3260 for watts on this. All right. Let's see the XP. Gonna type in XP. Should come up, right? That's hybrid. See, which one would you get though? I guess you know what? Maybe I'll check out the actual wattage on the other one too, on the bigger L7. So this is 3010. Interesting. Okay, 3010 watts. Your profitability per day is $4. Again, this is. All right, so the way I'm going to look at this, right? Looking at the 140 terahash making $4.03 a day, okay? If Bitcoin from right now, where's it at? 30,400, right? If that doubles, okay? If that doubles in, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't really matter when, but if it goes to 60,800, right? 60,800, you'd still be making $8 a day profit. So it's still overall less than the L7. Let's see what's on. Let me go to back. Let's go to the bigger unit. I want to see what the wattage is. So this one's 34. So you're paying. All right. So this one's actually 400 watts more. 34.25 for wattage, right? So this one's 50 watts more. I mean, sorry, 400 watts more than the Bitcoin miner. So you got to take that into account, but it's making $12 a day, just about $11.93. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's see. Someone link this site, please. This is Mine the ASIC. I'll drop it in the chat right now for you. There you go, buddy. MineTheASIC.com is probably the best thing to like kind of go engage, right? This site is, in my opinion, better than what's the other one? ASIC miner value. Couldn't even think of it. But thank you so much again for the $5 Canadian super chat. You didn't have to do that, buddy. Let's see. Don't bother looking at dollars. Look at yields. Yeah, you can look at the yields too. So like this, I mean, it's really up to what you want. See, if people ask me questions, what you're gonna get, right? I'm not gonna look at the yields because I'm expecting you to sell it every day. If you're asking the question, what should you get? If you're gonna hold it, that's a totally different story. It's what you believe in most. You know what I mean? So I can't really like tell you what you should get because there's really no right or wrong answer. It's what you believe in the most. You believe in Bitcoin more than Litecoin and Doge? I'm assuming yes, but profitability wise, could you 2, 3, 4x your money easily on other coins versus Bitcoin? 100%. You know what I mean? So there's an argument to both sides. Since there was no budget in the question, I would say wait for the L9. And there's that too. There's rumors that the L9 is coming out soon. So, I mean, we're gonna, you know what? Is there anything, oh, what was that site? L9. Let me see. L9 Antminer. I forget the site. It was like Beaver or some shit. Like Beaver or something. Am I wrong? I forget what the hell the site was. Let me see. Let's check. There we go. This is cool. Kind of tells you. Zoom in a bit. So this one, see, 16.2 gigahashes at 3260 for wattage. So if this is legit, I'd wait for this one, but depending on how much it's going to be, like this could be triple the cost of the L9. I mean, the L7 for the L9. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. It's coming Q3 2023. So, I mean, it makes sense because the Litecoin halving is less than 30 days away, right? Let's see. Halving date. Let's see. $27 days and 20 hours. 27 days, 20 hours, and 30 minutes, more or less. So, real soon, August 2nd. August 2nd is the halving. So, I don't know. It could bring down the L7 price, couldn't it? Yeah, Lazarus, 100%. Absolutely. And then if it brings down the L7, I mean, it's might be worth it. Like so right now, the L7 for me, I don't have it on, so I can't show you, but I would have just remoted into it. But again, I have the 9050, and I wish they had the low power mode option. They don't. But regardless, mine runs at, I think it's 22 or 2400 watts, and it's about 6.5 to 7 gigahashes at that. So like it's more efficient going low power mode on this, but still, I don't know. I mean, for the same wattage, the L9 is supposed to be getting, 16 gigahashes, so it's 7 higher than this claims, which is crazy. All right, LTC halving, 28 days. Did you miss this? Oh, you know what? You're looking at Nice Hack, aren't you? This is always wrong. We go over this every time UK Miners Club. This is always wrong. Like, a Nice Hash on their countdowns are always wrong, and they correct like a week before every time. So I'm going to the source. This one, litecoinhalving.com. this says 27 days. Either way, it's gonna be around 28 days. You're not wrong. At least they're only a couple hours off. No, I was looking at mining pool stats. Oh, I got you. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting. All right, let's see. Do you guys have any questions? I pay 18 cents for up to 300 kilowatts a month. Anything over that is 28 cents. I'm not getting any big ASIC. Yeah, it's tough, man. So I have myself 24.5 cents, and yeah, so running the ASIC is oh, actually, you know what? I got to do the VIP giveaway. I forgot. I didn't drop a video on Sunday, so I need to have you guys comment somewhere, and we'll figure that out. I'll announce that later today, actually. But I run it once in a while, to be honest, and it's still, let's check, right? Let's go to the L7, and we will put my 24.5 cents, see where we're at. So I'm actually losing right now $1.15 a day, which is why I don't have this thing on. So as you guys can see, I just put 25. But overall, anything over 23 cents, you're not profitable in this L7. And I mean, even if you are profitable, is it worth the 41 cents? No, to be honest. To me, it's not. Not worth my time. Let's see. The L9 under 10K would be my price prediction. How far under? Good question. You know, I'm going to kill this poll in the chat too. Let me see. We had 51% of you say no, 250K by 2025. Yes is 40%, and show results is 8, 62 votes. Damn. Interesting. Financial failure. Would you host it? Your L7? Yes, I would. So the only reason I actually kept it here was to have it heat my house. So I have my grow tent that I just moved that was right behind this wall tied into my ductwork. So the heat from the ASIC would go into the ductwork and then circulate through my system, and it would heat my house. So saved on my my oil bill. So it was either paying, I'm sorry, not oil, propane. So it was either paying propane or paying electric, and we still had to pay propane, but it was not as bad, I guess, not as drastic with the L7 running. So I was saving on heat, and then I lost my spot. You know who you are. Just kidding. Just like giving him shit, Mr. Iowa crypto mining. Just joking. But I was gonna send it to him. But it's at the same time, it is tough kind of letting it go, because I like to be able to access it, so it'd be kind of hard to do the hash rate giveaway for you guys. I would think BTC would go there sooner, like 250k in 2024 ish. I don't think I would say that, only because the halving, right? So if we look at, I'd have to get into charts and stuff. I'm not gonna do that right now, but looking at how long it took from last time, the last halving, to the bull run, it's probably going to be double the span, right? So it's probably going to go halving, and then however long it took last time, and you know, times that by 2. So it'll probably bring us into 2025 if I had to guess. That's probably what that guy Tim's looking at. Let's see, not much info yet, but there's an ASIC resistant Caspa fork being worked on by the end. No, Lazarus. No way. Being worked on by one of the early Caspa pools. Dude, there is no way. There's no way Caspa could do that. If they did that, I mean, that'd be cool for like GPU miners. But like, that's real shitty. That's real shitty for people that just bought ASICs. Like, all right, we're gonna look. Hold on. I'm gonna kill this thing scrolling. All right, so go to Bitmain. Actually, no, not Bitmain. What am I doing? Ice River. Let's go to Ice River. Let's see. All right, so wow, that'd be really shitty, man. Why is it still on Bitmain? There we go. All right, let's just go to shop. We're still in the bear market. IMO, the bottom of the bear market. Going to take a bit to come out of. Oh yeah. No, we're definitely still in the bear market, but yeah, I believe we're in the bottom as well as of right now. So let's just, can I shop these? What the hell? Oh, there we go. I just want to see them all on the same page. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, X that out. All right, here we go. So the KSO, okay. If Caspa goes and does something like that, if it does, let me see. It would be another token, not a full fork for Caspa itself. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, all right. I was gonna say, bro, if they did that, they would have some real negative backlash. So a different coin that's forking off Caspa. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, if Caspa ever obviously this is someone's choice to spend $47,800 on a goddamn unit. You're gonna pay them like 62.5 in tax, like after taxes and tariffs. But regardless, if you wanted to buy a minivan with no wheels, this is it, right? And it would pretty much be a doorstop if you couldn't ROI before they changed the algo. But obviously they're not gonna be doing that. It's just gonna be a fork. Crazy. But look at, man, these prices, just insane. And I'm waiting for the KSO actually to drop a little bit in price. I would love for it to drop in price and then buy one. I don't know though, like I still want one because it's so low wattage. And it's man, I gotta do that profitability video. Actually, I'm gonna record that today. I have to do a 2-week profitability video on this KSO. I think I've been having it running for around there. You know, let me see. Actually, no, that is not the browser. Hold on one second. I want to see what I have for this thing because I haven't checked on it in a couple days. I've been gone for like a day and a half. Let me see. I have this KSO. By the way, if you guys don't know, the KSO login is admin and then 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get in initially when you start. And then you gotta change to English. Let me see if I can show you guys this stuff. All right, so yeah, none of this matters. None of this matters, I don't think. It's actually not been that long yet. So it's been 11 days. Let me see. in 11 days since I got this thing up and running. But this thing's, so right now it's doing 30-minute hash rate. It's 91. I mean, this thing spikes between 80 gigahashes, 73 gigahashes, up to 150 or so. But this is the thing running. I mean, it's doing pretty, does pretty well, to be honest. Over here on caspapool.org. Things actually going pretty decent. Pretty decent. I wish I had bought the KSO too. Yeah, it's, man, it's, I don't know. It's awesome, but like at the same time, let's see. Let's go to miner pool. Mining pool stats, not new coins. Want to go to Caspa. Let's see what it's making now per day. Just the shits before we get out of here. So 100 gigahashes, you're still making 30 bucks a day. And on solar, you're really making 30 bucks a day. You know what I mean? And like realistically, any solar setup is going to be able to run that. 70 watts. It's literally 70 watts with the fan. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So like your profits, like you really can't beat it. You know what I mean? Let me see. Condibits, I took your financial advice and ordered a KSO, and now just waiting for the delivery. Better pool. Wait, in a better pool to be spun up. Right, Yeti? Oh, Yeti is Yeti is working on a Casper pool next. Absolutely. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can get that going. Man, I wonder what goes into that though. Casper pools are I don't know. It's pretty, their blocks are super fast. Does that affect the way the pool runs? Is it going to be super hard because of that? I wonder. All right, let me see if you guys have any questions real quick. Mr. Carl Coate said for content, what are you saying? It's a BCH version of Caspa. Yeah, probably. That's probably what the fork is going to be. Is that what you're saying? 96 core monster is going to run it. Ugh. Gross. Really? That sucks. That's going to be a pain in the butt. All right, let's see. Condibit said, can you say the word spelled like this? Zero? Like KS0? Yeah, I just say KSO. It's easier. It's KS0. Yeah, I know. It's just, it sounds way worse. KSO is way easier. All right, let's see. Condibits, when will you be giving it? Wait. When will you gave it on hand? 3 months? Oh, you're talking about pay itself off? The KSO? The KS0? I want to say 0. Feel better? So, I mean, it's going to take what? 30 bucks a day, right? 30 bucks a day. Let me see. Was it $1,000 bucks? $1,000 divided by 30. Yeah, it'll take you about a month. A little over a month as of right now. So we'll see. We will see. All right. Let me see what else you guys got. I took Chump's financial advice and bought 17 grow tents. No, you didn't, you liar. Listen, the grow tents are amazing. They're absolutely amazing when it comes to heating your house, collecting the heat. But you gotta, like, if you don't muffle the inside of the tent, you're still gonna hear the ASICS whining, right? Let's see. A bit before the big boy Bitmains come out. Oh, you're talking about getting your actual KS0? I guess that would be nice. Let's see. All right. Not that much info yet, but there is an ASIC. Oh, yeah. I already read that. I would think BTC would go there sooner. Oh, we already said that as well. All right, cool. I don't think I missed anything, guys. If you guys have any last questions, please get them in before we get out of here. But hopefully you guys had a good 4th of July. If you guys could, send in your pictures into Discord. It'd be cool to see. I didn't take Chump's advice, so I didn't get Diablo 4 yet. Diablo 4 is good. Very good. And it's supposed to be getting the seasons actually opening up, what, this month, I think? If I'm not mistaken. No barbecue picks. Not for me, man. No, we went to, we took the kids with us to Foxwoods. I didn't spend any money. I didn't gamble at all. Like, legit, just hung out with the kids. Went to the pool, went to arcades, and hung out for a bit, and then we came home last night. And my kids don't like fireworks anyways. They can't stand the noise. It's too loud. Like, my neighbor was lighting them off. My daughter screamed like she was getting murdered. I was like, all right, we're going in. No more of this. So yeah, too little for fireworks, but we still had fun. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. All Set Miner, appreciate you, buddy. He said, have a good one. You're the best. Appreciate you, buddy. You're the best. Thanks for being here. All right. Have a good day. I'll see you guys hopefully around 2:30, 3 o'clock or so, depending, with myself and Yeti. Gonna take the kids out and get them tired, so hopefully they take a nap. But either way, guys, hopefully you have a good, happy hump day. 2 more days till the weekend, so enjoy. I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Later, guys.